Well, look at this fun thing I get to string up today. This is a Yamaha. Let's get busy on this thing. Okay, so this thing looks straight out of the 80s with the neon paint job, 3 pickups, Floyd Rose. What's it say right there? Yamaha, the sound and feel of tomorrow. Advanced form and function by Yamaha. So the feel of tomorrow, this kind of feels like 30 years ago. Maybe even 40 years ago. But we're going to restring this thing and put this thing up for sale. So I'm going to lay an arm down here. It's not the right arm, but just to put my trem block into place. There we go. And we can pull these strings off of here. Yeah, so it's been a long time I've had this guitar, and it's finally gotten to be that time where we have to restring it and try to get it ready for resale. I am a, used guitar shop, so yeah. Let's see if I can rip some of these strings off of here. So the sound and feel of tomorrow. I guess that slogan didn't really last, right? It didn't stand up to the test of time very well. Okay, so if we look at this, this is a unique bridge. The Japanese guys make such cool stuff. So what's really strange about this trem, as soon as I get these loose, I'm going to show you. Okay, there. Being careful not to scratch it right here. Okay, so those are loose. Now, you would think that the string would just lift right up out of there, right? But no, it does not do that. Japanese bridges, the ball on this end of the string, it's still on there. So the strings get locked down, but it's not like the design where you cut the ball end off the string. So, pretty radical. Is that all 6 of them? Yeah. So if you get a good look inside there, you can see where the string enters here. It comes through where you have the block, and then you tighten it up. So, kind of strange. Before we get to where we're going to put strings on it, the fret ends on here are in really rough shape. So we're going to file on these things a little bit here. So this is right here, this is my ZIMM'S fret file. It has a flat edge and it has a rounded edge. And I've heard that the rounded edge is the side that you want to use. Yeah, because these are pretty much where it's going to feel like it's very close to where it will cut you. So we're going to do one swipe here. Then over on this side we're going to do the same thing. I'll switch to a lefty and we'll do this side. Okay, so now let's just take one of these ZIMM'S polishing microfiber pad. That's what it's called. We're just going to hit these ends. So this guitar, I'm not sure what the model of this guitar is. Leave me some comments. Oh, that's nice now. Okay, so now we're just going to flip the guitar around this way. And I'm going to go right ahead and do the exact same procedure on the top side of the neck. It's hard to really get in here because you don't want to scratch. What I'll do is just put a little bunch of little bit of some blue painter's tape just to protect the body right there. And then I can kind of come in here and try to round these edges a little bit better. This guitar is all the way from Japan. And Americans, we like to call it a Yamaha. But I think the pronunciation should be Yamaha. Heard some guys say it like that, a Yamaha. But we're always a Yamaha, right? Okay, so now I'm going to change to right-handed. Do the same swipes. You can definitely feel it right away after one swipe. You can feel it under your fingers. Okay, let's take the microfiber cloth and hit it. Oh yeah, perfect. So now we'll come over this way, and with my fretboard guard, and the fretboard guard on this probably doesn't make that much of a difference because this feels like a satin maple, and I don't think you're going to be able to scratch it up very much. But it's always a good idea. If you got the fretboard guard, go with it. And this is 1000 grit sandpaper that I have folded over a couple of times. Yeah, but leave me some comments. Now I have to price this guitar after it's all finished here. Leave me some comments on what model this is. Maybe if you guys want to look on Reverb or eBay for me, see how much they're going for. I know that this is a Japanese guitar and there's probably not very many of them in the United States. It's a rare one, especially with this paint job on there. But this is a stock original. I say stock, but this is an original paint job on this one. But yeah, leave me some comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Love reading your comments. And 99.9 of you guys are very nice in the comments. You guys are awesome. Very rarely do I ever get any negative comments. Guys yelling at me that I'm doing things wrong, stuff like that. So yeah, I love the comments. Keep them coming. Let me know what you think about this guitar. Okay, so there we go. We've made a huge improvement to the neck in just that 10 minutes, or maybe not even that long. So now I will take some of this Dunlop, spray it on a rag, just kind of clean a little bit. What our fret looks like. Now you guys can see up close if you're watching this on your big screen. A lot of you guys watch these videos and you call me, and if you're in the continental USA, I will ship one of these things to you. But right there, there's the 5th fret, and I don't see any fret wear on this guitar. So it looks like the frets are in really awesome condition on this one. And so that is a bonus when it comes to a used guitar, to get one where the frets are in great shape. Okay, let's see what happens when I plug the guitar in. Test these electronics a little. Okay, good news. Seems like it's working good. This knob's very loose. There we go. Cool. So that's a bonus. As far as not having to deal with a bunch of electronics that are bad. It's always good news. Okay, so I think it's time to put some strings on it. So, got some, let me go grab a pack. Today's string choice. Okay, SIT strings, 9 through 42. Stay in tune strings. Had good luck with these things. Don't know if they actually stay in tune better than any of the other ones, but this should be interesting because this has that weird bridge on it. Just gonna run that right through that little hole there. And it comes right on through, and the block stays there. I'm not exactly sure why they would need the block, except to just kind of really hold it in place when you really whammy bar. This is not the right bar, but I'm going to lift it up like that so that I can turn this wrench and not scratch the guitar right down in here. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to scratch the guitar right here, so when I had the wrench in here, you know, I kind of lifted up a little bit. But yeah, now that thing is locked in there. So I guess that works good. Because I'm telling you, it is really a hassle on all the Floyd Rose stuff when these little blocks right here wear out and you have to buy new ones, or the string comes popping out of there. So I think they have prevented that problem. But again, the age of this guitar means that they, you know, started putting this bridge on guitars, and then now you don't see them anymore. So they stopped making them this style. So obviously it didn't stand the test of time. Okay, now here's the 3rd string, which is our G string. It goes in right there. Seems like it's working good. Yeah, so I'll tighten the string up. And then I'm going to get in here and snug this block down up against it. Yeah, so if you're completely agitated with your little blocks, sometimes I call them the bricks that fit down in there. you're completely agitated with those things breaking and your string flying out of there, this solves that problem right here. So this isn't too bad so far. I'm telling you, there's been a couple of these Japanese bridges that have drove me completely crazy. One was on a fender. That's my front door. Yeah, one of them was a fender, Japanese fender that I was working on. Okay, so got those on, but I'm noticing that on my low E string, I tightened it up a little bit before that was already down in there nice and tight. So I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to do the low E string over again. So I'm going to loosen this.